everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Thronebreaker, The Witcher Tales. Here with me in the Mahakam. It looks like we're at the end, actually, of a Mahakam, I was going to say adventure. I was going to try and think of a word instead of M to start it, but to rhyme, go, you know, the alliteration route, but I couldn't think of one. Meander? No, it doesn't make sense. Anyway, Bruverhoog is right here. Here he is. Let's have a wee chat, shall we? You approach an important moment in your journey. If you could choose to continue, you will not be able to resume any unfinished activity. 6 hours? Jesus. 7 hours, basically. 12 quests, 7 puzzles, 5 standards, 8 out of 8. That's pretty good to me. Would you not say?
Stood by the bridge like a statue, arms crossed, eyes squinting. Meve sighed inside. She stood little chance of having a pleasant chat.
Elder-in-Chief, sir.
How are you, brother?
No siren and grace in here, lass. Proud humans. Always out to fix things, always end up cocking them up. You think you're due glory, do you? Monster Slayer Meve? Patroness of dwarves? Blast it. What do you think? Why didn't I exterminate those beasts myself, eh? Go on, tell me.
For you.
For I didn't want to. For something didn't fit, damn it. So I resolved to not destroy their nests and evidence till I learned the truth of whodunit.
Postponed it all those years expressly.
Oh,
Though your
shit.
subjects were dying.
I know what's going to happen. They wanted me to dob in, Gabor.
I didn't need no lectures from the likes of you. Justice must be served. That's worth any price. And I was close. Had leads. And now, it's all gone to hell. You flooded Devor's abyss. You brought Boros rump down on itself. And I'll never ken who killed the Fuchses. Understand? Never!
Oh. Damn. Choices. Do you know, I don't like you, Bruverhoog, though. He's kind of a dick. Like, exactly what Meve said. He killed how many other people just because he wanted to investigate, like, this shit? No. Fuck you, Bruverhoog.
My sincere apologies.
I'm not dobbing in Gabor. He's cool. Gabor's helped me out.
Course you didn't. Humans. First they cock it up, then they ask how it works. Ah. I'm most eager to give that braid of yours a yank and kick you out beyond the gate. But I canna, for the clans are grateful to you. Fools, all fools.
That maybe
Forced
I did
me
do
to
some
give you
good.
an audience, official like, with witnesses, all at the foot of Mount Carbon. Come on then, time to move on. But I'm going to wring you out so hard you'll wish you never left that Nilfgaardian dungeon.
Oh, lovely.
Bruver set off at a brisk pace,
He's in a
cursing
good
under
mood.
his breath. The Queen took a deep breath, count, off after him.
This is going to go well. Now where the hell am I? Oh, we're just on a giant bridge. Right, come on, Meve. Might as well face the music then. Howdy. On Lang Bridge, it is strictly forbidden to stomp, jump, lean over the edge, stop for a rest, carve runes in the handrails. Hoo-hoo-ha. Oh, okay. Seems like a lot of rules, man.
Wanted to hunt monsters, eh? Oh, Elder's furious. Spits flying 10 feet. Let humans neath carbon. Didn't ken if that's wise. Let humans neath...
Okay. Goodbye now. I'm about to get kicked out of Mahakam. That's fine.
Dwarves demonstrate innovative thinking in many domains. Metallurgy, engineering, architecture. Yet there is one in which they could not be bothered. Naming. For this reason, the bridge that linked the Mahakam Pass with Mount Carbon was simply named Langbridge. Meve learned it was a thoroughly fitting name. Having stopped for a breath halfway across the road suspended over a deep chasm, the Queen could see neither end of the bridge, both concealed by thick clouds.
Amazing.
Whispered the Queen.
I feel as though we traversed the very sky.
The Queen and her retinue were nearing Mount Carbon when
Oh,
Meve
lovely.
heard a cry. It was Xavier.
Hold! Hold!
Meve drew in her reins abruptly.
Fucking
Her
Xavier.
mare neighed and reared, lifting the queen above
Ugly
the formation
bastard.
of men. From that height, she saw the last pier of the bridge crumbling. The dwarves at the head of the procession were unable to stop in time and plummeted, screaming into the abyss.
What's the meaning of this, gods damn it?
Groover roared.
Fetch the engineers! Now!
The queen was
Shoddy
striving to calm
construction
her
right
spooked
there.
mount when she sensed something
fuck.
swish past her ear. Out of nowhere, a Scoia'tael band had appeared at the rear of the column. Before anyone could react, elven archers had felled the rear guard. The soldiers lay on the bridge's stone surface with arrows in their backs. Meve was trapped. In one direction lay the chasm, in the other, a fierce foe. She had no
I wouldn't
choice
say
but to
fierce.
stand and fight.
I would say Scoia'tael, who are, you know. Right. Valyrians watched in disbelief as Scoia'tael warriors slit the throats of Mahakam guards. How could this be? Non-humans against non-humans? To what end? Could it be the outer races do not uniformly support the squirrel's cause? No doubt these questions and more plagued the men's thoughts. If this was not the time to entertain them, this was a time to fight. Story battle, shortened battle, extra cards. It's time to duel. Alright. What do we got? What do we got? Bombers, love it. Oh, Bruggerhoog. Spawn 2 Mahakam protectors. And move an enemy from the melee to the range road. What did they do? Oh, they got 4, okay. But he's not terrible. Okay. What are we going to do? Move a unit 1 row away from the opponent. Oh, that's shit. That's good. Let's get rid of you. Yeah, that's better. Lovely, lovely.
You are mine.
Permanent resilience immune. Whenever a unit is moved to the same row as Cliff,
But we can try and
destroy
fight our
it.
way through.
Damn it, I didn't know that. Damage an enemy by... So actually, I don't need my other bomber then, do I? Motherfucker. Knickers, no! Leave Knickers alone. Leave him alone.
Show me the coin or sod off.
I didn't realise it. So now I fucked up because I've got too many bombers.
You mad? Don't say that!
Ah! We had boost. There we go. Boosting, baby. Ow. Jesus.
Nay, Duan Vacamest.
Ow! Dirty fuck. So can I do this just to...
This could hurt.
I can bomb that row too, but again, that's not going to do much for me, I don't think, because they die. Ow! Stop it! Ah, you fuck.
Got business for me?
Alright, here's the strat. Here's the strat, ready? It's called murder, you fucks.
Looking to dance, eh?
Oof. Oof! That's a spicy meatball right there. Ah. And I got all this lovely armor too. Now what about this shit?
That bit's the white of an eye from half a league away.
Oh, they fell on a cliff. Oh, I don't think this battle's going to be very tough, ladies and gentlemen. This is special rules.
Swords I smile at, weapons
No, there's no
love
special
to
rules.
scorn.
Alright. You know, suck on a little bit of Barnabas. Play around a bronze unit, move 6 enemies to the other row and damage them by 2. That'll work, won't it? And now they both die. Lovely. Good work, Barnabas.
Try it!
Oh, Jesus. Oh, I got bad news for you, dudes. I play my trick card, I don't know.
Here they are to attack.
Boom. Oh, poor Mr. Alf. A formidable foe.
I shall not fail!
Shall not win.
Take Like you ballbags can do whatever the devils you please? This is Mahakam!
Fuck him up. Oh, this is great. I'm loving this. Oh my god. Ha! Now let's just do this then. Boosting, baby. I need 100.
Tricks will not save you, Dwarf.
Why? There we go. 100 to 3.
No! Blederina! She must die!
Fucked. Squirtel. Formidable foe.
Their strength combined, the Lyrians and dwarves managed to defeat the Scoia'tael. The guerrillas had weakened the last span of the bridge, turning the crossing into a deadly trap.
Motherfuckers.
Had Xavier, who noticed the weakened structure at the last instant, not called out, all would have fallen into the chasm.
Thank you, Xavier.
The Lyrians managed to capture the unit commander. She stood, her head raised high, and when Meve glared at her, she did not avert her eyes.
Crow's Eye. Can I just use that?
What is your name, elf?
Abayeth Metaparstwan.
She said,
Thank you, Reynard. I know well what she said. Kiss
I don't.
my arse. Is that truly the best you can muster?
Oh.
I'd rather show you exactly what I can muster. Tell them to unbind me.
You got your opportunity. On the battlefield. Will you not tell me what they call you? Fine. It's all the same to me. I'm more interested to know how you came to be here. Who sent you?
No one. It was my decision to kill you, and thus avenge Eldain.
Oh, damn.
Do you remember him? The elf whom you denied a burial? Whom you left in an open field to rot? You've elven blood on your hands. The blood of the elves of the Moulderwood.
Yeah, I guess so.
I regret the events of the Moulderwood. I did not wish those elves' deaths. Yet they left me no choice.
What choice would you give a murderer who invaded your home?
You know I envy you. To see the world solely as black or white, it must simplify things so. Enough. I've heard all I wish to hear.
But I haven't. Did you fall in your heed, elf, eh? If you want to fight humans, go on and do it. You cannot talk sense to Egypts and nay here, damn it. Mahakam is and will be neutral.
You cannot be neutral. To Dwan, you are either their foe or their dog. Mahakam has stood aside, sleeping long enough. That is why we struck it in its very heart, as a call to battle. A call to brethren whom you, Elder, have kept from the world too long.
I have kept him away. I've been bloody right to do so. You want to play at war, you numpties? You want to force the Pontar to flow upstream? Gang right ahead. Good riddance, I say. Gan kill, gan die if you fancy. But gods damn it, leave us alone. Yeah, I should kill you. With my own hands. I should cut your throat, put you out of your misery. That's what you want, innit? To die? To die a stupid death? Well, I'll not grant you that. Nay, nay, I'll lock you in a tower. Sit there 3 centuries, and you just might grow a brain.
Bruva Hoog
Damn.
gazed after the shackled elf as she was led away. Meve expected him to continue fuming, cursing her. But the dwarf stood silent, and his old eyes, half concealed by brows bushy as a forest floor, showed not anger, but the deepest sadness. Dwarven engineers made quick work of repairing the crumbled bridge span.
Poor old Bruver. Well, that was a bit of unexpected entertainment there, wasn't it? Fucking Scoia'tael. I'll take all their wood and gold, though. Yo! Oh, yeah, we beat Mount Carbon.
Mount Carbon. Damn.
And I thought Novigrad was big.
Is that wood there? That's a pyre.
Elves are against us. Against our elder. Treacherous hounds.
Treacherous hounds?
Oh, I wish every last one of them dead. Dead.
Do you want to join my army?
Bastards. Raising our own saplings against us in rebellion. Sowing unrest. Violence. In the mountains. Long-eared bastard.
Okay. Never mind then. Mount Carbon, wipe your feet, comb your beard, but foreign garb bring not in here. Carbon's heart, can ye hear the throb? You're a dwarf, damn it, not a slob. Hoo hoo ha. Alright. I like the rhyming, I guess. Oh, look at it, it is pretty cool.
The Lyrians stepped inside Mount Carbon's bowels. Me,
Don't know about the
glowed
statues,
while looking
though.
upwards, admiring the intricately carved ceiling, gilded walls, monumental bas-reliefs carved from basalt. Yet this was no time to admire the sights. Bruva Hoog had summoned her to speak.
I thank you for your invitation, Elder.
Oh, he looks very pleased about it too.
My invitation. Choice term, lass. You wangled your way in here.
Pretty
Long
much.
I've lived, but ne'er have I seen a wench so stubborn.
With all due respect, do you not feel like a pot conversing with a kettle?
True enough. Changes of mind didn't come easy to me, but they do come at times. Human wars concern me not at all. For so many they are, who could count them? Near a year goes by without one wanking king invading another's realm. A dog with scabies is less restless. That's why this morning I aim to send you off with nothing. Mattered not what the clans were saying. Rivia, Schmivia, who gives a sheep's fart? But that was this morn, before that daft wench and her pups attacked. Nilfgaard supports the Scoia'tael, it's common knowledge. Nilfgaard uses them. Well, I'm nae worse, and I choose to use Queen Meve.
Yeah, what the hell?
So what use would you make of me, if I might ask? You've a plan?
Aye, the kind dwarves like best. Simple, but sneaky.
I do like sneaky.
Like to give Nilfgaard a warning, you can. If you're going to rile my dwarves, throw 'em into the Scoia'tael ranks. You'll regret it, aye? But I'd like to issue the warning without declaring war. All clear to you so far? So, when you march out of Mahakam, you'll find a company of our foot dwarves waiting out with the gate. Officially, volunteers enlisting with you against my will. And you're to put them at the fore next time you face Nilfgaard. Want the Blackclads to break their teeth on our bucklers, get a taste of our axe blades. After that, dare say they'll think twice before they send more Scoia'tael into these hells.
I do not... Thank you, Elder. You restore my
Plan
hope that I
worked.
shall have my home back in the end.
Faith can move mountains, aye, but it can't do much about borders. I've watched you close, and must admit you're a plucky lass. That enough for Nilfgaard? Canna be sure.
We will see. We shall know soon.
Volunteer Corps, yo. Mahakam Mangler? Ooh. Mahakam Shield Bearer.
I would like to march at once.
Nice.
So by your leave,
Nay, not granted. At once? What's that mean? Our laws are clear. Guests are to be sent off with a thundering feast. Even the humans.
Bruva, as was
I'm down with
Bruva's
all of that, Bruver.
insisted. So the Queen accepted the invitation, but as was her wont, set a condition. The feast was to last but one night, and not, as was the wont of local custom, an entire week. Meve was on her way back to her company when who should step in front of her if not Gabor?
to what do I owe
Gabor!
this pleasure?
Please tell me
Do
he's
the
sticking
Sigrons
around.
wish to use me once more? Accomplish aught else with my aid?
Could be, but if so, tain't none of my concern.
Why's that?
For I've resolved to leave Mahakam for all time.
And where will you go?
Then again, wherever you lead me.
Gabor, you sweet little son of a bitch.
I beg your pardon.
Your Grace,
My hairy little baby boy's coming with us.
I betrayed your trust. Tricked you outright. In spite of that, you kept my confidence. Risking everything. To say I'm grateful is just a wee understatement. I'm indebted to you. Deeply so.
Hell yes.
Please let me pay it off. Let me fight at your side. Head to hip with you.
Oh, Gabor, I can never say no to you.
Gabor.
You murderous
vindictive
little
I am
bastard.
not.
Oh, thank you, Meve.
Yet neither am I stupid. You may join our ranks, I agree. Yet trick me once more, in the tiniest manner, and I shall show you no mercy. Is that clear?
Chastened,
Yay.
Gabor merely nodded to
Oh,
confirm.
Gabor, oh, that's so sweet.
Meve extended her hand for the dwarf
Love you,
to
little guy.
kiss as a sign of submission. Yet he simply wrapped his arms around her waist and squeezed.
Oh, Gabor, I want to take a screenshot of that photo. It's just magnificent.
When the sun had retired behind the peaks, the underground city
Now we
came alive
feast.
with the sound of bugles, bagpipes, and horns. The dwarves emerged out into the central square and danced exuberantly, sparks kicking up from their hobnail boots. The usually crabby elder-in-chief Hoog proved a cordial host that evening.
Let's drink, lest our neck shafts grow cobwebs.
Suddenly, a messenger arrived. Broover lifted his copper horn to his ear and listened with furrowed brow.
What's that? Speak up.
When she saw a sour grin on his face, Meve knew the tidings were not good. Yet she did not suspect they pertained to her directly.
Let me guess, they do.
Meve, you expecting anyone?
How's that?
Runner says a delegation's arrived at Carmen. Freyliria and Rivia got a Nilfgaardian escort.
How dare they? Traitors. Who leads it?
My son.
You'd best sit.
Who leads the delegation?
It's your son.
You know it.
Willem, I fear.
Willem.
More like villain. Ha!
Arkham remains neutral as regards all your squabbles. I trust I needn't remind you. So I'll have no scrambling or shoving, and certainly no bloodshed. Point of fact, I'd prefer it if you...
I wish to speak to him.
Why?
I'd forbid you, but, as I said, never seen a more stubborn wench. Alrighty then, jabber away with him. Just remember, hands to yourself.
Meve spotted banners, a Lyrian eagle upon one surrounded by Nilfgaard's black rags. Her hands became fists, showing how helpless she felt. Then her son and rival, Willem, emerged from behind a row of Imperial footmen.
My. I should apologize. It seems I missed the coronation. Congratulations, my son. Who was it who placed the crown? General Epdahi?
Count Caldwell.
Ugh.
Ah, yes. Our elder statesman. Why have you come here, of all places? To acquire arms for Nilfgaard?
As my official mission, yes. Yet unofficially, I wish to speak with you. I
Ugh.
trust you've had tidings from the field. Edirn turned to ash and dust. Vizimir murdered Redania in chaos. Faltus forced to strike a pact, by his vassals betrayed, Henselt the same.
This limerick, will it come to a point?
Why, yes. To the same as this war. Mother, I beg you, you must see it. Nilfgaard's victory is inevitable. Surrender now, and I shall show you mercy. For later it'll be too late.
There will be no later. We shall repel them, drive them south at the points of our pikes.
This we, Mother? Who precisely do you mean? You stand alone.
Yeah.
I prefer to stand alone over standing with Nilfgaard.
I don't really have that many
with the
allies, so-
invader, as you do.
Mother, in declaring for the Empire, I saved the lives of thousands of our subjects.
And in so doing, our honor lost.
Folk who had their huts burned down care deeply about our honor. Is that truly your belief? When I was crowned, a fact you deride, though that makes it no less true, I swore the good of my subjects would guide me. And a war we are doomed to lose cannot in any way benefit them.
And slavery can. You know well the Blackclads put peasants in chains, like cattle.
Reprehensible, I agree, but...
And resettlement? Forced labour? Cruel laws that make death the punishment for the slightest offences? Are those benefits? Well, answer me!
Damn.
I see I will not sway you, Mother. A shame, though I take comfort in the fact I tried. And now, adieu.
Oh no, I, not you, will decide when this conversation is over.
Oh, have we anything else to discuss?
Are you perhaps aware that the Nilfgaardians tried to kill me?
Multiple times, in fact.
No, I heard only about an avalanche.
Which tumbled down through no small effort of an Imperial envoy.
Never would I have agreed to such a heinous act.
I believe you.
I'm heartened that, despite all we...
I believe you because I believe the Nilfgaardians wouldn't ever have asked your opinion. Think on it, son.
Damn.
Are you their ally or their tool? Can you ever be sure?
I am the King of Lyria and Rivia. To serve my subjects' best interests, I am prepared to make even the most painful concessions. Might I leave now? Or is there more?
Oh, there's a little bit more.
Naturally. How did you know you would find me here?
I received Nilfgaardian reports to the effect that you've been seen in the pass.
Oh, roses are red and so are your cheeks, my son. As ever when you're caught in a lie. Lyria is 2 weeks' travel hence. Had you received word only once I was here, we'd have been long gone from Mahakam by the time you assembled a force and completed the march. No. You were forewarned of our intended route. It means I've a traitor in my ranks. Another one. Get out of my sight, villain. And pray we only ever face one another on neutral ground.
Meve struggled
Damn.
inside not to turn and gaze once more at her son. He'd changed since they'd last faced each other, grown manlier, and he wore the crown well.
Don't mean shit to me, sir.
The Queen returned to the banquet hall. Her advisors shot her questioning glances, curious what she had discussed with Bruver. But Meve decided to keep the details to herself. One of them wore a Nilfgaardian lead around his neck. Until she knew who, she would have to remain vigilant.
Feasting's done, Reynard. We must consider our next move.
Been over you, Rainer, I swear to God.
I've thought on it, Your Grace.
Fucking
We've strength
you.
enough to hit the foe, but still not the numbers to face him in open battle.
So what do you propose?
This war we cannot win alone, nor even with the dwarves at our side. But if we secure a victory, small yet symbolic, we shall show the other realms of the north all is not yet lost. Thus, I propose we attack behind the front lines, somewhere well clear of any major Imperial force.
Where would you suggest?
I'm considering Angren. To begin with, a thickly wooded marshy land, always helpful in clandestine operations. Secondly, the land strategically important, as it's the chief source of building material for Nilfgaard's fleets.
All too little, I fear. Since we require a victory that would be symbolic, we must strike where it shall hurt. And Angren...
Just
a
recently
shithole.
welcomed a new regent in the person of Count Coldwell, my third argument. Naturally, if your majesty wishes, I'm prepared
Never
to
mind.
present alternatives to this.
Never mind.
No need. We march at dawn.
Fuck Count Caldwell.
Meve had toiled, cajoled, persuaded, and gained the dwarves' support. She left Mahakam strengthened, markedly. Even so, the Queen was in a foul mood. For it was clear a traitor, a viper, nested among the Lyrians. Someone who had conveyed the Queen's plans to her foe. From this moment on, Meve would need to weigh every word she uttered, even in the presence of her closest associates.
Your Grace, we must plot our course forward. Shall we take the western passage into Angren, or...
Not now.
When then? Dawn approaches, yet we know nothing of where.
I will not repeat myself.
The Queen knew she would learn the traitor's identity in the end. If need be, she would tear the name from the throat of another turncoat, Count Caldwell. Meve drooled at the prospect of seeing Caldwell in chains, then passing him to the hangman.
Saddle the horses. I shall take the fall.
The time for diplomacy, for preparations and negotiations had gone. Meve was to attack her foe at last, and she could not wait to do so.
Great. Better not be Gascon either. That would break my heart as well. None of my two sweet baby boys. Or Gabor. Oh, Gabor. No, we just met Gabor, so it can't be him. And Barnabas.
At long last, Meve's force
old
reached
Mountain-faced
Angren's
Sevier, though.
marshy woods. Ever been? No? Count yourselves lucky.
You certain we haven't lost our way?
Alas, here there is no way. We continue south, that's all.
South meaning the bottom.
Should you ever venture there, I offer you this advice. Do your utmost to make no noise.
God. The fuck is that thing?
Poor soul. His comrades cried out, reached out, but alas, amidst frothing waters, they heard bones cracking, the moan of metal bent and crushed.
What the bloody hell, what was that?
Rather not know, personally.
Hold your positions. Arms at the ready.
It was a glusty war. One of many
glusty war.
Valyrians would encounter along their path. But let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Oh,
At last,
fuck.
Meve and her force stood upon the Yaruga's bank. To find and punish the traitor Caldwell, they would have to cross the river. Yet the sole bridge nearby was in Nilfgaard's hands.
What
Majesty,
the
some
fuck?
new reports require your attention.
Oh shit. Alright. Angren, partly under Nilfgaardian control, black-clad troops hold key fortresses and transportation arteries. But little beyond that. Swampy wilds remain uncharted, untamed. Count Caldwell rules Angren on behalf of Emperor, commands small division at Toulouse Castle, south of swamps. Nilfgaardian troops also supervise log-cutting operations supplying their fleet. Further danger presented by monster attacks, foul beast presence in Angren's wetlands in numbers far exceeding those found anywhere else. Shit. Letter from Bruver Hugh. Meve. Remember, the little tears from a Huckram aren't to go without babies or brawls. Don't be stingy on paying. And make sure they don't chum around with your other troops more than the absolute minimum. Keep them segregated. I don't want any of your idiotic human fashions depraving my decent dwarves and infecting the mountains when they get back. BH. BS, if you fight the Blackclads with the same mule-headedness you showed me, you're in for a solid beating. Don't give up. Letter from Captain Tobias III. And second and first. Your Majesty, you surely know already Count Caldwell being handed control of Angren. Your son Willem sees the chance to assert his independence. When General Apdee's absent from the capital, the young prince pushes his own degrees through the council of peers. It's not for me to judge whether this isn't according to some plan of the invaders. Yesterday, emissaries from Temeria and Kedwin came to court. I'm afraid they seek to cut a deal with the Nilfgaardians. If Redania joins them, the war will end and the enemy shall triumph. My lady, the North needs a victory. You must know your fight is of the utmost importance. We need you now more than ever before, Captain Tobias. Motherfucker. Let's have a look at this map, shall we? Okay, yeah, it's very swampy and full of monsters. Jesus. Ah, that's what those things are. I remember them. Bloodzeigers or whatever. From The Witcher 1. Wow. It's a swampy wetlands to patrol through. What could possibly go wrong?